Yeah, so I grew up my whole life being a hockey player. Probably started playing hockey at about 3 years old. Played hockey right up until May 25th, 2012. I broke my neck in a hockey game. I woke up completely paralyzed from the neck down. Went to rehab for 6 months, where I was lucky enough to regain something pretty much every day until I eventually walked out. And then kind of had to reinvent myself, and that started with wheelchair basketball. I knew competition was going to have to be a part of my life, and so I played wheelchair basketball for 8 years. And then in the pandemic, really just to stay fit, I started cycling quite a bit, and I remember this key moment. I went for a group ride with a bunch of people in New Brunswick, and it was the first time that I had done an activity with a bunch of able-bodied people where they didn't need a briefing of some kind for, go easy on this guy, because he's actually a quadriplegic, and I didn't need any special aids or anything like that. So to get in the car after doing some activity with a bunch of folks and feel like a normal person for the first time in 8 or 9 years was pretty special, and kind of clung to that feeling, and things have snowballed a bit from there. I got invited to nationals and was kind of told the things I needed to do to eventually get invited to a World Cup, and kind of checked those off the list, and then did Quebec City and Baie-Comeau that year. I think competition is just something that I've always clung to. It's something that I really like doing, no matter how uncomfortable it is. I think I wouldn't lie to you and say that I was super comfortable there in my first handful of races, but it felt like the right decision, and I was having a lot of fun. So it was a super steep learning curve, but I feel like I'm finally getting to a point now where I've learned enough to really put it all together. So totally worth it. It's funny, I always looked at cycling as kind of this less physical sport, but found myself kind of rubbing elbows and trying not to get pushed into the curb in my first road race, and felt a little bit at home, having played hockey my whole life, and wheelchair basketball as well was pretty physical. So almost excited in a way to kind of get to experience that some more. And then another thing that I didn't think would translate to cycling, but I've always kind of been more of a thinker of games and understood kind of where to be and when to be there. I didn't know that would be super important in cycling, but it's translating quite well. So there's too much really to list, because it's been such a steep learning curve. The road race is really so much that I've learned, and so much to learn still. So yeah.